With house prices in the UK reaching record levels, which are just absolutely ridiculous, there has never been a worse time for a young person like myself to buy property. Now, I'm 23, I live with my parents, and this is my room. As you can see, it's quite crowded and there's not really a lot of space. I've pretty much done everything I can with it. And I'm also actually running my video production business from my room. So clearly I need more space. Renting is not an option because I don't like the fact that you're not getting anything back in return in the future for your money. You're essentially just wasting your money because you're not actually buying anything. Buying an actual house, it's just not worth it. It's too expensive, and I like this house that I'm in now, and I wouldn't be able to buy something that's as good as that. So over the past year or so, I've been researching and thinking about alternative ideas. Now, one of the things that I've came across is called the tiny home movement. It sort of came over from America, and it's not particularly popular in this country, to be honest. But essentially, tiny homes are posh versions of caravans, or like sort of glorified garden sheds, basically. They are quite nice though. They're very stylised, very modern. You can have them custom built, and they cost so much less than houses. You can have them built from about 40 or 60 grand. A lot of them are on wheels. They even come with, you know, 2 stories with a bedroom in a loft area and everything. They look brilliant, they sound brilliant, but in this country, there are problems with them. A, you've got to buy land, and land in this country is shit to try and buy. It's just expensive and there's not a lot of it. And B, we don't really get the best weather in this country, and, you know, a winter storm like what we experienced the other month would probably see you collapse onto the side in your tiny home. So I'm quite lucky in the sense that I'm an only child and we live in a fairly reasonable sized house. There is a spare room, and there's also an office. The office is currently occupied by my dad. However, seeing as he's sort of starting to retire soon and I'm obviously growing with my business, he's agreed that I can have the office, and I'll be moving into the spare room which is next to the office. He'll be obviously moving everything into here, and I'm going to knock a doorway through from the spare bedroom into the office. That separates my workplace from my bedroom. So essentially what I'm going to try and do with the room is try and make it into a bit of a tiny home. It's not going to be connected up to the water, it's not going to have a shower, it's not going to have a fully equipped kitchen, etc. But I am going to try and turn it into a bit of a home within a home. So I've got a budget of about 4, possibly even 5 grand to do this room up. That is essentially the plan of it, looking at it from this direction. So the first job basically is getting a builder in to do the door, and I'm actually going to have a raised floor. The raised floor will then have storage underneath, which will give me more floor space essentially, because I'll be able to chuck stuff under there as if it was on the floor, but it's not because there's a floor on top of the floor. I think it's a clever idea, and the raised floor will look really, really nice once it's done. Then after that, I'll be obviously furnishing things, putting a kitchen kind of worktop thing in that corner, and starting to think about how I can incorporate a tiny little ensuite, as well as kind of separating things out without putting walls in, which will take up too much space. Over the next few weeks, things started to come together, and I had a chat with my mum about her thoughts on the project.
It's doing my head in. I can't get my head around wanting a porta loo and a sink when you can just go to a toilet in, 10 steps?
It's mainly for aesthetics.
Just to look at a toilet and a sink. Ooh, I don't quite understand that. Who wants to look at a toilet from their bed?
The project was also starting to irritate my dad.
What the did you bought?
It's a 2 metre high bamboo divider.
That way.
No, we're gonna have to turn it. We're gonna have to turn it up on it.
Hang on. I don't know whether or not we want to do that. Walk towards me.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to
get it over there. We're
gonna have
bring
to
it up a bit first.
After a lot of time and effort, a few weeks later, everything was finished. So I invited the lads round to give them a tour. So I'm now, that was my old room, but I'm now over here. Yeah, so I've got a doorbell on a warning sign, which says that basically warning you that you're about to enter a different time zone, GMT -4, just because I'm a bit of a night owl.
Right, coming in.
Yeah, I'll let you come in.
St James's Park. Whey! Yes! I like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn!
There's still
Whoa! Holy shit!
Oh my god.
My god! It's actually mad. It's really cool. Damn!
I love it how it took you so long to you just thought that the office was the
Well, I thought
Was
we
it-
were
was
going
the-
to show it, I don't know, like maybe go to the...
yeah. So
Whoa, look at that. That is cool. Have you put these in all the places you've been?
yeah. You can see that that's got every single country on there: Finland, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, whatever.
Are you missing Russia?
I'm not sure. I may or may not be. So as you can see, I've got a raised floor. Now, because this is like a minimalist tiny house, it's all maximised for storage. So basically, that step comes off, hence why there's holes in that. You can pull that off. Obviously, this one you can pull off like that. And then there's storage under there. So that's my little kitchen area, bar. I've got all them things that you bought as lined up there. I haven't got a lot in the kitchen at the minute because, as I say, like there's literally a kitchen downstairs, but I probably will at some point buy a combi microwave oven to go there, and you could possibly have a gas hob there, but I don't know if it's very safe in this room, to be honest with you. I've got a fridge in here. There's some beverages in here if you want it. There's a Coke. I've got some cutlery in there, and then I keep all my cocktails stuff, drink stuff, and some soup and whatever in there.
Nice.
And then this one is like more drinks and snacks. And then I've got me like little living room area there, which is like me rock corner. So I've got like I've just put every single rock poster I can think of over there, and a few gaming ones as well. So I've got my Xbox and that there. And then obviously this is me bed area. And then my bathroom through here. I don't know who's seen my bathroom, my little ensuite thing yet.
I have not seen this one. That's cool.
So this never shuts.
What never shuts? But yeah,
I can see this being annoying.
I just do that if I've got people around. The toilet is obviously it's just a bit of a gimmick, really. I'm certainly not going to use it to have a shit, basically. Put it
Why
that
did you
way.
not put it in there?
Put what in there?
The toilet into the...
Because it doesn't really fit because I've got all my sink under there. So that's because this is an off-grid sink.
Ah, that's why the
Oh my god, you got a sink.
Yeah, have you seen it?
You kept saying sink. Oh my god.
Gold around it as well.
It's worth noting that obviously this isn't a separate wet room, so therefore I don't have a shower. But if I was to spend more money connecting the area to the actual water supply and then sealing it off fully, then I could.
So that's where you're storing your clothes, is there?
Yeah, instead of a wardrobe, I've just got them above there to save space. I do also have storage under here with other clothes and socks and underwear and whatever.
Is that?
Yeah, they're all three waterfalls that we've been to. So there's Uzud on the left, Steel in the middle, and then I'll have to bleep that out because people won't have seen that.
Yeah, ignore that bit.
ignore that bit because that's not out yet. And it's mad how everything just kind of lined up in here. Like once I started putting stuff together, like these backdrops just lined up. That it lined up with that bamboo divider that I've got. That is actually
nice.
Real bamboo. If you touch that,
Yeah.
it's very
I
nice.
do have one question. How much was that? Because I've got a feeling that'll be very expensive.
It was I think it was about 180 for the two of them.
I had a feeling it would be expensive. Like.
Overall, I've spent just over £4,000 on all of this. So
which I don't think is too bad really, because it's just dead cool. With the space that I've got, it just couldn't even really be any better.
How much was that?
That was 100. You get Facebook ads come up on them.
Alright.
And I just thought there's a lot of wood in here and quite a lot of dark wood and then some light wood as well. Then that there was a painting that Molly Banks did. It's a sheep in a manor house.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. And then obviously this is my office in here. This is where I do my work, my office in here. And then you've got all of the 40th thumbnails round there. I have combined the specials, so like there's only one for Tenerife.
And you've done praise as well.
Yeah, I've done the main ones. This all actually looks even cooler at night. Watch this, right? At night, this is honestly unreal. Like last night, I was laying in bed and I had like the night tropical beach sounds on, and I had these because these lights are dimmable. I had them really, really low, so they sort of looked a bit like stars.
Yeah.
It's just unreal. The bamboo dividers, these also move, so
that's why it's a little lock there.
yeah,
Okay.
I can completely remove them if I really wanted to open the room up, or I can move them back to here. There's some little cotton wool just covering the other hole, so I can move them back to the bed here, which then you can push the sofa back a bit more.
Nice.
So it's all very well thought out and planned, and I can create a bit more. Although it is very cramped, I can create more space when I need to.
Yeah.
It's actually very nice.
Cheers.
There is one thing I'm impressed about though.
What?
How there's still room for more.
Oh yeah, right.
This room here is literally the size of our rooms.
This room?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus.
The thing is, right, if you're in a house that you're able to extend, you could probably spend less doing that than trying to buy your own house. And the good thing about this is, it is part of a bigger house, so if I want to go downstairs, there's a big kitchen where I can cook, there's a conservatory.
I really like your scaffolding planks. They've come up really, really nice.
Yeah.
And
Is the sink better than...
Yes, I quite like your sink, except your blooming water pump's noisy in the night.
Right.
But yeah, I do like the Caribbean feel to it.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, the raised flooring is very nice.
Yeah.
I like your sheet picture. Yeah, this is quite nice, quite cosy. Your settee and your TV. It's better than what I had thought in my head.
So overall, I am very happy with how it's turned out, and I'm happy that I've actually decided to stay here and do this rather than trying to, save up and move out with the way that not only, house prices are, with them being ridiculous, but now also ridiculous energy bills, and that's kind of coincided with this whole thing. It's a lot less to worry about, I think I'm going to be, considering how chill the room is, I'm probably going to be a lot less stressed here, and I'm going to have a bit of a kind of better standard of life, I guess. Finally, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been involved and has helped us with this project. Peter, Matty, my dad and his mate in particular. That's about it, so I hope you have enjoyed this. If you are considering or have done anything like this yourself, please let us know, because I would love to hear about that. The next 4 Idiots episode, well, there's 2 parts. The first part is done, but I still need to do the second episode. So I'm guessing we'll probably see you for that next. But like I said at the end of the last episode, it is going to be worth the wait. It's going to be really good. So thanks for watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please share. It will really help us out. And we'll see you in our next video.